insightful question, Parker. You better not ask it.
Yeah. The City Council meeting for December 29th is called to order. We have an invocation by Reverend Miss Earlene Prince, Pastor, Church of God, Pratt City, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
Teddy Roosevelt had a reputation for being frank and direct. Some of us have been characterized in like manner. He penned these words in 1900, a year before he entered the White House. And I quote, "No community is healthy where it is ever necessary to distinguish one politician from his fellows because he is honest. Moreover, it is not enough that a public official be honest. No amount of honesty will avail if he or she is not also brave and wise. The weakling and the coward cannot be saved by honesty alone." Leadership requires two virtues that seem very simple until they become very inconvenient: honesty and courage. All of you have earned the right to be here today by winning the trust of the people of the city of Birmingham. But along with that honor comes a duty of humility, integrity, and public service. Let us settle our hearts for just a moment of prayer as we contemplate this. God of justice and mercy, thank you for the gift of life and for the opportunity to serve the people of our city. Help us to act with character and conviction. Help us to listen with understanding and goodwill. Help us to speak with charity and restraint. Give us a spirit of service. Remind us that we are stewards of your authority. Guide us, Holy Spirit, to be the leaders your people need. Help us see the humanity and dignity of those who disagree with us and to treat all persons, no matter how weak or poor, with the reverence your creation deserves. And finally, Father, renew us with the strength of your presence and the joy of helping to build a community worthy of the human person. We ask this as your sons and your daughters, confident in your goodness and love. Amen.
Amen. Salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the roll, Mr. Clerk.
Councilmember Abbott. Councilmember Hoyt. Councilmember Lundy. Councilmember Parker. Good morning. President Pro Tem Robeson. Councilmember Rafferty. Present. Councilmember Scales. Councilmember Tyson. Good morning. President Austin.
Present. Good morning, Mr. Clerk.
Good morning.
The minutes are not ready from October 6th through December 22nd. Let's go with the consideration of the consent agenda, Mr. Clerk.
Okay. The consent agenda starts on page 2 with item number 3. Page 3, we have items 4, 5, and 6 on consent. Page 4, We have items 8, 9, and 10, as well as item number 11 on consent. Page 5, we have items 12, 13, and 14 on consent. Page 6, we have items 17 and 18 on consent. Page 7, we have items 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23 on consent. Page 8, please note that item 24 should be withdrawn from the agenda. Items 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29 are on consent. Page 9, items 30, 31, and 32 are on consent. And I think that concludes the consent agenda.
Okay. Do you have any members wish to speak? Councilor Rafferty, you have anything? Councilor Abbott?
Yes. On page 3,
You have to stay on 33.
yeah, page 3, I would like to add item 7 to consent.
Okay.
Page 6, item 15. Page 15. Page 9, item 33, oh, that's the abstention. Page 10, page 11, item 36, so consent.
Okay. You have any other members who wish to speak to the consent agenda? We added item 36, item 15, and item 7. Are there any members of the public who wish to speak to an item that has been placed on the consent agenda and marked as a public hearing? Are there any members of the public who wish to speak to the consent agenda to an item that's been placed on the consent agenda and marked as a public hearing? You may now approach the podium. Councilor Tyson, you had a question about 15, you said? That's item 15. Okay.
It says it's submitted by them. Is that not accurate?
That's the one that we did. Yeah, we did. That's the what is it, the panels or something? Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, so that'll stay on consent. Thank you, Mr. Cologne. All right. Do we have a mover and a second?
I move approval of the consent agenda.
Abbott, Parker.
Okay, voting should be open. Councilmember Abbott.
Aye.
Thank you.
All right, that item passes. Next item, Mr. Clerk, should be take up item 33.
33?
Yes.
Okay. Item 33 is on page 9. A resolution approving payment to AT&T Cahaba Heights, Alabama, in the amount of $93,450 to provide services involved in the development of information security policy that can meet industry best practices and strengthen the overall information security management system for the Information Management Services Department based on bid awarded contract by the state of Alabama. Contract number 401-3119T, number T416, SOW number 4619-02-9003, and authorizing the mayor to execute any necessary documents on behalf of the city.
You have a mover and a second? Parker, Lundy. Have any speakers? We're ready to vote, Mr. Clerk.
Okay, voting should be open. Okay, that vote should be up, Mr. President.
That item passes, one abstention from Councilor Abbott. Item 34 and 35, Mr. Clerk.
Okay, item 34 On page 10, a resolution approving the following expense accounts. William Parker, Counselor, City Council, Nashville, Tennessee, $2,391.06, November the 3rd through the 5th, 2015, to attend National League of Cities, Congress of Cities. William Parker, Counselor, City Council, Atlanta, Georgia, $1,381.31, December the 4th through the 6th, 2015, to attend Environmental Protection Agency meeting. Kimberly Rafferty, Counselor, City Council, Montgomery, Alabama, $447.30, December the 8th through the 10th, 2015, to attend Certified Municipal Official Program 51, Municipal Leadership Institute. James Robertson, Counselor, City Council, Washington District of Columbia, $1,012.69, December the 10th through the 12th, 2015, to attend 50th Anniversary Benefit Gala, World Heritage Celebration. Item 35, a resolution approving the following expense accounts. Lisa Cooper, Director, Economic Development, Mexico City, Mexico, $1,592.82, October the 15th through the 18th, 2015, to attend Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development Metropolitan Review of Birmingham, Azola Hall, Committee Assistant, City Council, Nashville, Tennessee, $1,080.57, November the 3rd through the 6th, 2015, to attend National League of Cities, Congress of Cities. Emily Hamilton, Administrative Assistant to the Mayor, Mayor's Office, Baltimore, Maryland, $638.67, November the 16th and 17th, 2015, to attend Tech Higher Action Summit. Barbara Harris, Principal Analyst, Mayor's Office, St. Louis, Missouri, $1,630.55, November the 10th through the 15th, 2015, to attend 17th Annual Grants Professional Association Conference. Renee Rotan Kemp Rotan, Administrative Assistant to the Mayor, Mayor's Office, New Orleans, Louisiana, $2,343.95, October the 15th through the 19th, 2015, to attend National Organization of Minority Architects National Conference. Andrew Mayo, Economic Development Specialist, Mayor's Office, Mobile, Alabama, $273.06, December 3rd and 4th, 2015, to attend Southern Rail Commission meetings for Mayors. Chaz Mitchell, Deputy Administrator, City Council, Washington District of Columbia, $2,537.19, September the 17th through the 20th, 2015, to attend Congressional Black Caucus. Sherry Nielsen, Executive Administrative Assistant to the Mayor, Mayor's Office, Nashville, Tennessee, $1,893.73, November 3rd through the 7th, 2015, to attend National League of Cities. April Odom, Director of Communications, Mayor's Office, New York City, New York, $2,281.54, September the 21st through the 26th, 2015, to attend Global Task Force of Local and Regional Government. Christopher Scott, Committee Assistant, City Council, Nashville, Tennessee, $1,080.57, November the 3rd through the 6th, 2015, to attend National League of Cities.
Do it. Parker, Lundy, we're ready to vote, Mr. Clerk.
Parker, Lundy.
All items 34 and 35.
Okay, voting should be open. Parker, Councilmember Parker. Aye. Thank you, sir. That vote should be up.
That item passes. Go back to item 16, I think it is, Mr. Clerk.
16?
Yes.
All right. Item 16, an ordinance to further amend the general fund budget for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2016 by appropriating $123,500 to non-departmental transfer to Fund 102 Capital Improvement, and to further amend the capital fund budget for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2016, and appropriating $123,500 to Maxway Roof Repair, said funding source being the miscellaneous revenue received from BP oil settlement.
You have a mover and second?
I move approval.
Second.
You have a motion?
Mr. President,
Yes.
I had my name up.
Go ahead.
In Economic Development, Budget, and Finance, this item was delayed until the January 11th meeting for an alternative funding source. I'd like to refer that we refer it to that time.
refer it back to Budget and Finance, Economic Development, Budget and Finance.
Yes, sir.
Second, moved and properly second that we refer this item to the committee. Ready to vote, Mr. Clerk.
All right, voting should be open. Okay, that vote should be up.
That item passes. Next item.
Item 24 has been requested to be withdrawn,
Yep, it should be item 1 and 2.
and then I think we have item 1.
Yep,
Okay,
item 1.
item 1, an ordinance to further amend the zoning district map of the city of Birmingham, case number ZAC 2015-17, to change zone district boundaries from O&I office and institutional district to B1 neighborhood business district, filed by Richard Bishop, representing the owner, Silvertron 2 Properties LLC, property located at 3625 8th Avenue South, situated in the northwest quarter of Section 32, Township 17, South, Range 2 West, in the hearing of all interested parties. And item 2, you want to go ahead, since they plan on deferring them, and do item 2?
That's what yeah, sure.
Okay.
I didn't know that's what we were doing.
That's the request, is that they be delayed a week.
Both of them?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Item 2, an ordinance to further amend the zoning district map of the city of Birmingham, case number ZAC 2015-18, to change zone district boundaries from R3 Single Family District to B1 Neighborhood Business District, filed by Alexander Turner, representing the owner, Woodlawn Community Church of God, for property located at 981 46th Street North, situated in the northeast quarter of Section 20, Township 17 South, 2 West, in the hearing of all interested parties.
All right, do we have a mover and a second?
I move approval.
Second.
You have a motion for a 1-week delay?
So moved.
Lundy Parker.
Yes, ma'am.
We're at 1-week delay. We're ready to vote, Mr. Clerk.
Okay, 1 week. Voting should be open. Yes, ma'am. That vote should be up.
That item passes. Both of those pass for a 1-week delay. Make sure. Item 24 was withdrawn. All right, that concludes our consent agenda. We have a report from the mayor. The mayor's office.
Good morning, council.
Morning. Morning.
The mayor would like to thank everyone that came out over the last several days in response to the tornado victims. As you all know, the tornadoes came through Birmingham, and many of the structures out on the western side of town were affected. So all of the community advocates, to the partners throughout the city of Birmingham, all the churches, and all of the department heads, the mayor is graciously thanking each of you for all that you do. At this time, I also would like to invite to the podium and recognize Commissioner Sandra Little Brown to give us a little bit more about the tornado reports. Commissioner.
Thank you and good morning in absence of the mayor, who is my dear friend, and to all of my colleague counselors, and to the city of Birmingham. Thank you for being so generous to a much needed disaster that hit our area. No one thought that it would ever hit Powderly, Riley, Hillman Station, but it did. We don't know when these things are going to come upon us. We thank Councilman Roberson for his task out there working. And the city of Birmingham, fire and rescue was just awesome. Our mayor was out there on Christmas night along with us, and EMA, and I tell you, fire and rescue everywhere, providing the needs of the people. So we thank you all for all of your support. We thank you, counselors. I'm going to give it over to Pastor Rogers, who is the maker of Project Hopewell, Inc., where we're raising funds today. We've been on telethon this morning at WJLD, and actually we raised 20,000 private dollars from just donors. And I think you should give the people of citizens of Jefferson County and City of Birmingham a great hand for that. Because, you know, we are our brother's keeper, and we are to help each other. I know sometimes we don't like each other and like our decisions, but we love each other deep within. So I appeal to you to support Project Hopewell, and Project Hopewell is established in 2002. And they've been meeting the needs of the people all the time. We feed the hungry, so we do a lot of things. We house the people that's without a home. So we're in desperate need this time, and we need your support to help keep this a viable organization and program in our community. Pastor Rogers.
Thank you, City Council, and to our mayor and to my representatives, Jay Robertson. We thank you for all that you have done. The citizens of the Southwest area needed your assistance because the storm had come through, and we believe together we can do better. And we've been working together, churches, different citizens and organizations, as well as City Council been coming by, and we are trying to rebuild and remodel and start all over again. Some of the people lost everything, and we are there to assist them from Project Hopewell, and we'll be there through the duration of this storm afterwards. We'll still be there assisting the people, and they wanted me to say to you, thank you for what you have done, and thank you for what you're going to do. And we just, together, we're going to do more. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner and Pastor.
Mr. Silver?
Yes.
Go ahead, Mr. Pro
Thank
Tem.
you, Mr. President. I want to thank Commissioner Sandra Little Brown for your leadership. As a county commission, which district covers District 7 in Southwest Birmingham, to Pastor Edward Rogers, the pastor of Hopewell Missionary Baptist Church, for your leadership, opening your doors at a time when citizens really needed support in our community. You were right on the spot. To our mayor, at his absence, it was of assurance and confirmation that the citizens felt with your presence in the rain out there on Christmas evening, as you left your family, and I left mine to be there to help support the constituency in District 7 in Southwest Birmingham. The Birmingham Police Department, Chief Roper, thank you. The Chief Gordon, the Birmingham Fire Department, y'all were right on the spot. Emergency Services, thank you. We're here to support the citizens in District 7. That's why I was elected. That's why Commissioner Sandra Brown was elected. The clergy, all the churches throughout this city, thank you for being there. And there's a lot more work to do. And I want to thank the establishment of Project Hopewell, which is actually separate from the actual church itself. It's a 501c3 that's been in existence since 2002, serving our community by the thousands. And that organization is the hub of where we're going to collect not only monetary support, but necessities that are needed to the victims of the tornadoes that happened out there in Southwest Birmingham, or tornado that happened in Southwest Birmingham. There are many families still in need. And we ask that you continue to lift up the families in your prayers, lift up our community. It reminded me of Pratt, and I know Mr. Bitters was out there, planning engineering, others were present from other departments from the city, but it reminded me of a smaller version of Pratt City in 2011. And we've got a lot of work that still needs to be done. So to our Congresswoman, the governor, to all elected officials that came out to support us, you give a sense of hope to the citizens in that community. And we're going to bring that community back bigger and better, and I know we're committed to doing so. So again, thank you, Mayor Bell. Thank you for lending the communications and services to our citizens as we are continuing to work. We still got to meet that threshold to get federal funding and other support that's needed to help that area. But I'm asking you first to just pray for the citizens and for all those involved. And I want to thank my colleagues on the council that came out on that site to be a part of that and to help where it was needed. So thank you, Councilor Parker and others that came out. Councilor Tyson did come out and drop some items off. And we just appreciate the support from my colleagues that were able to be there and show up. So there's work still to be done, need to be done. Let's continue to pray for District 7. Let's continue to pray for the citizens of the Hillman community, Brownsville community, Gracilla community. And thank you for your support at this time. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Councilor Abbott?
Yes, I just wanted to ask one question. Is there has there been a needs assessment done? Is there a priority list of what's still needed for the people who were victims of the tornado? You know, places to live, food, clothing, furniture. I mean, is there a...
If you're gonna give clothing, we would rather get gift cards, because we got a lot of clothing, some is not. We want things presentable for people to wear. Gift cards are needed, non-perishable items, canned goods, toiletry items, all of those things are still needed. There's assessment being done even now. Some people in our area is ill in bed, and they didn't even realize that they had damages to the roof. So we're going in, knocking on doors, finding out the needs and assessing the needs as they come available.
And who is the coordinator of all of
Project
that?
Hopewell.
So they're coordinating
Absolutely.
all
Everything is coordinated through Hopewell Baptist Church Building 2, which is a 501(c)(3) Project Hopewell, Inc.
Good.
Make donations to Project Hopewell, Inc.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
No, that's it.
I want you all to make your pledges. All right? Thank you. And we want everyone to make a pledge. It's worthy. You don't know when it's going to be you. It was us this time, but you could very well be on the list next time. So let's love each other by showing, giving that love, okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you again, Commissioner Brown and Pastor. The mayor also would like to invite everyone out to tomorrow's festivities surrounding the Birmingham Bowl. On today, there is a pep rally that's happening in the Uptown District beginning sometime around 5 p.m. And we would like for everyone to come out and celebrate the Birmingham Bowl prior to kickoff on tomorrow. And surrounding the Birmingham Bowl, there will be shuttle service provided beginning tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. The shuttle services will be loading and returning to the 5 Points West area out at the Crossplex and over at 5 Points South. And the cost of the shuttle services to the game is $5. Lastly, the mayor would also like to wish everyone a safe and happy new year. Thank you very much.
All right. Do you have anything for the mayor?
I do have
Councilor
a question for the mayor. Are y'all going to do something about the weather? Are you going to have boat service in
Well-
addition to the bus service? It's supposed to 80% chance.
We're just going to pray that the weather is like
praying.
today.
Well, we better really pray a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Let's move to suspend the rules for our speakers.
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
First speaker,
Okay, Prince.
Mecca Prince. Machika. You got to tell us how to pronounce.
Nakia.
Come on. State your name and address for the record. You have 3 minutes.
3 minutes to, okay, my name is Mashika Prince, and right now I have a P.O. box as my address, which is P.O. Box
fine.
1473. Okay, I come before the council, the city council, with a heavy heart, and I debated whether I should bring this topic before the council. I contacted the mayor's office about a year ago about this issue, in details of what was going on with me. I've seen evidence of an illegal surveillance and an investigation in my home. I have evidence of certain surveillance equipment that was used, cameras, things of that was installed. I alerted the Attorney General of Alabama. I also alerted Chief Roper's office, and I've really got no response. So I'm bringing it before the city council because I want an investigation done on the Birmingham police, because they're the ones that was during the surveillance. And I've documented this over the last 2 years. So that is my complaint, and that is my concern. And like I said, I did alert the mayor's office about a year ago, detailing what I seen in my home and the evidence of the surveillance. And I know that, you know, when things of that nature is going on, you're really not supposed to figure it out, but I figured it out, and I did alert the mayor's office, and nothing has been done. So that is my complaint and my concern.
All right, we have someone with the mayor's office right there that can, may be able to talk to you about that. Next speaker.
Cedric Hatcher.
Good morning. My name is Cedric Hatcher. I reside at 2300 Fifth Avenue North. Here this morning, going to kind of take a little different turn. That's an old song that we sing in my local church, Have a Little Talk with Jesus. Tell him all about your troubles. He'll hear it by and by. He'll hear our faintest cry. And kind of what I'm here to talk about this morning, y'all. Talking with Jesus simply means having communication going, conversating with him. That's what prayer means, having conversation. Why should we be praying, y'all? So many reasons. Luke 18 and verse 1 said men ought to always pray, and pray and not faint. James 5 and verse 16 said we to pray ye one for another, not pray on one another, not P-R-E-Y, but pray, P-R-A-Y, for one another. Let's go on down. 1 Thessalonians 5:17, the Bible said we to pray without ceasing. Pray without ceasing. Paul said in Philippians 4 and 6, make your request known unto God through prayer and supplication. I think we're missing some prayer, y'all. I think we're missing prayer, y'all. We got to pray ye one for another. In this closing year, we got to go back to praying. Let's just talk about just a few reasons in my closing. First, y'all, look how hot it is in December. Almost 80 degrees in the month of December. We got to pray. Look at all these disobedient children. When the last time you heard 5 children on one hand say yes, ma'am, and no, sir? We got to pray. People from pulpits all over the country being misled, deceived in so many churches. We got to pray. Now, I'm going to hit y'all a little bit with this one here, right here. Politicians align their own pockets. Ain't really concerned about the people that they serve. We got to pray, y'all. It's time to pray, y'all. That's all we want to talk about this morning. Even Jesus left the disciples and went up in the mountain to do what? Pray. Had to get away for a minute to pray, y'all. We got to pray, y'all. We got to pray. We got to humble ourselves. When we move, we'll see a movement. Say it one more time, bro. Say it. When we move, we're going to see a movement. But the problem, we're in the way. We're in the way. We got to decrease that he may increase. We got to have a little talk, y'all, with Jesus. And we got to do it in season and out of season. I think there's a problem going on not only in America, but with Christ. By the way, y'all, let me remind you, if you around here telling some folks Xmas, Christmas, Merry Xmas, and all that kind of stuff, when you get on your dying bed, I bet you ain't going to call on Xmas then. I bet you ain't going to say, Xmas, where you at? You're going to call on the Lord then. You're going to call Jesus then. You're going to call somebody. Ain't it something we want to deny him these last days, y'all? We taking him out of everything. So all I come this morning to talk about, let's pray. Let's go back to praying, y'all. Let's go back to praying ye one for another. Stop praying on each other, y'all. I ain't never prayed on there, one of y'all. I might come down in my little conversation, but I wish all y'all to prosper. Matter of fact, in closing, y'all have a healthy new year, not a happy new year, because happy come with condition. And when I ain't feeling good, I ain't happy. Have a healthy new year and a prosperous new year. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Next speaker.
James King.
State your name and address for the record. You have 3 minutes.
Thank you, Council President. My name is James King, 3554 Church Street, Dolomite, Alabama, 35061. This is the end of 2015 and what has been our accomplishment in this city. I think it's a dismal failure. And this morning, I am calling for the resignation of William A. Bell and possibly Chief A.C. Roper. What I've seen the other week violates all principles of the law and the rule of law. You guys are sworn in to uphold the law, put your hand on the Bible. And some of the things that have been happening in this city when you bring nationwide embarrassment on a city is not something that the people of this city deserve. You can sit and call all the preachers in and they can pray over all the things that happen. But when you got anger management problem I think the law and the rule of law ought to be esteemed and adhered to. But when we have obstruction of justice, all of us suffer. When y'all let the disparity study, which is supposed to implement certain policies and principles, economic stimulus to our black community, when you ignore that, I think it's some serious dereliction of duty. But we have to go even further than that. We have to look at the big picture here. $23.5 million gone because of gross incompetence, some of the same principles that sent Ray Nagin of New Orleans to prison, some of the same corruption that sent Larry P. Langford to prison in Kentucky. Folks, we don't deserve this. And I mean, some of you in this council, you should show more professionalism. I'm not an elected official, but you represent people. You need to show some class, some dignity about yourself. And not specifically some of you are up here. When you see wrong, stand against some of these corporate industries that want to send 120 million votes across a baseball field, that the electronic magnetic field is going to kill these kids, give them leukemia, and you don't even do the research. Do your research so you'll know what you're doing, so you'll know what you're dealing with, so that people won't get hurt in the process. Now, there's some things that happen, and things have gone too wrong. People getting shot, 3 people getting shot on the freeway, handcuffed to a bed for 3 days. One shot and lost total use of his hand, and nothing done. Total a dereliction of duty when people walk up to a jury and call a mistrial. But folks, in my closing, I don't like to see people stabbed, and I don't like to see the conflict. But when one assumes the mentality of an egomaniac, it is you, the governing body, that has to check that individual. It is your position not to put into power a dictator. We have a mayor, not a dictator. And this city should stand forward and put down. We've had too many bad incidents, over $1 million worth of security placed on this one mayor, and he still gets his behind kicked. God is not pleased with the mentality, the low downness, and the corruption of William Bell. I wish he had been here today so I could have looked him in his face and told him just like I said, because I like to face a man to talk to him, not try to stab him in his back. Some of you have been victim of it.
That concludes our speakers. We're down to old and new business. Councilor Abbott?
I don't have any old and new business, but I certainly hope that everyone had a very nice Christmas and are planning an upcoming very nice New Year, and I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. Thank you.
Can we get a War Eagle?
War Eagle. Double War Eagle.
Councilor Parker?
Good morning. I just want to look forward to seeing everyone out at the game tomorrow, and War Eagle. So that's my report, sir.
Councilor Lundy? Mr. Pro Tem?
Thank you, Mr. President, and just asking for your continued prayers for the citizens in Southwest Birmingham and District 7 as we are now in recovery mode. And again, if you'd like to make contributions, please make them to Project Hopewell Incorporated. If you write a check, and if you'd like to deliver necessities, you can drop that off at 4817 Jefferson Avenue Southwest at Hopewell Missionary Baptist Church at the building number 2. And I'm looking forward to the bowl game. I just want to thank everybody for their work behind the scenes to get Legion Field prepared for the bowl game on tomorrow. And as a politician, you never show partiality. So I'm just going to say, go Tigers. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right. College Hills neighborhood meets Monday, January 4th from 6 to 7 at the JCCEO building, Forest Park. South Avondale meets Tuesday, January 5th from 6:30 to 7:30 at Avondale Library. Eastlake meets Tuesday, January 5th from 7 to 8 at New Rising Star Baptist Church. Wyoming meets Thursday, January 7th from 6 to 7 at Eastlake Church of God in Christ. Fountain Heights meets Saturday, January 9th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Fountain Heights Park and Rec. I hope everyone has had a happy, Merry Christmas, a very Merry Christmas, and I wish everyone a very prosperous New Year. Do you have your, Councilor Abbott?
Yeah, one thing that I forgot, I think this is my third announcement of the board openings on the library board, but I want to make sure that everybody knows that we're looking for 4 people to sit on the Birmingham Library Board, and we want people who are committed and interested and will attend the meetings. And we have information in our office on what the duties of board members are. So if anyone is interested, please send us your resume, and email is just fine. Thank you.
All right, and we have one resolution for unanimous consent. We passed a resolution last week, but there's just the wrong telephone number on here, so we need to pass this by UC. It's for setting a public hearing for the 29th of January.
Okay, just a little information. It's the Think Pink's solid waste.
Yeah, you should have it. They didn't give you a copy of it?
I have it right now.
Okay,
I was just for the public notice.
yeah.
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Second.
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
That item passes. Thank you, Mr. Bernard. We want to thank Officer Lewis from Downtown Substation and Officer Leak from the West Precinct for providing security today. We have a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second. Third.
Mr. Clerk,
Thank you, sir.
all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
All
This
opposed?
meeting is adjourned.
No, look at this.